So I don't normally make Christian-themed videos. It's not something that I usually do. And it's not out of any sort of shame for the fact that I'm a Christian. I mean, I'm a pastor, for heaven's sake. It's what I do. It is very much my life. And it's not that I really care so much about entertainment value, because I do so many things my subscribers probably don't really think is that funny anyways. I don't know why they're subscribed to begin with. And so I don't do it out of a fear of losing subscribers. I'm not sure why I don't make more, but I'm making one now. So if you already know this isn't my cup of tea, don't feel compelled to stick around. No one's making you. There's no obligation. Don't feel like you owe anything to me to stick around for this one. But I encourage you to stick around if you want, though. I prefer the more obscure passages of Scripture, the stuff that doesn't normally make it into the Sunday school classes. At least that don't make it into other people's Sunday school classes. Mine are always a little out there. Anyways, there's one of my favorite parts of the Bible, which is probably saying a lot for my personality, is the story, the book of Hosea, which is not a passage that most people read very often. It's basically the story of God has this prophet named Hosea. And one day God says to Hosea, Hosea, I have this woman you're going to marry. And Hosea's like, all right, God's picked me a woman. This can only be a good thing. God shows him the woman, and this woman that God has picked for Hosea is a prostitute named Gomer. I don't know why she was named Gomer. I'm not sure what the context was, but anyways, her name was Gomer. And God says, okay, you're going to marry this prostitute named Gomer, and you're going to stay with her. No matter what happens, you're going to stay with her, and you're going to support her and be her husband, and you're going to remain faithful to her no matter what she does. And Hosea's like, all right. So Hosea marries Gomer, and it's funny because in most Bibles the phrase used is he took a wife of whoredom. I kid you not, it's whoredom, WHOREDOM, whoredom. It's really funny. In my mind, that's even in the Bible. But anyways, so Hosea marries Gomer, and first chance she gets, Gomer runs off to do her whoredom thing. So she goes off and she sleeps around, and every time she gets in a bad scrape, a bad situation, she calls Hosea, and Hosea has to go get her and take care of her and nurse her back to health or whatever was involved in going and getting her. And as soon as she's better and as soon as things are fine, she runs back again. And she goes back to this lifestyle and just completely rejects this love that Hosea has for her. And so all these Jewish people come around Hosea and say, why would you do this? Why would you take on a wife like this? You're this upright prophet. What's the matter with you? And Hosea basically tells them that my marriage is symbolic of how the people of Israel's relationship is to God. He's like, God, loves you and takes care of you, and you are his bridegroom, and he loves you unconditionally, and he's always there for you, but you don't always reciprocate it. And that's always a story that I've thought a lot about. I don't always. I'm employed by a church, and I teach Sunday schools in a leadership position as a pastor, but there are a lot of times when I don't always give God my full gratitude, my full attention, and I don't. There are plenty of times when I take it for granted. I don't spend much time in that relationship, and I feel like if it was a relationship that likens itself to that relationship between Hosea and Gomer, you spend no time working on a relationship, and it deteriorates to what? Can it even be called a relationship after a while? I know that if I talk to Erin on the phone every single day, and I know if I talked to Erin as infrequently as I sometimes talk to God, she would be pissed. Let's not kid ourselves. So I don't want to look like that. My relationship with God needs to be at the forefront of my life. Not because I'm a pastor. That doesn't even matter. That's a distant number 2 or 3 or whatever it is. I need to heed the wisdom of that God passed down to Hosea, is that sometimes I run off and I make other things my priority and I don't put him first, and I do other things that seem more convenient or more fun or just more socially acceptable when I should be working on that same relationship. I should be investing in it. I should be living the way that I know I should be living. And I'm working on it. I am. So that's basically all I wanted to say. I didn't mean to make this a Bible study. It's meant to be a Bible study and a vlog mixed together, because it is what it is. So, hey, thank you for sticking with it if you have thus far. And take care of yourself, guys. Bye.